Thank you for joining another episode of the Boss Up Visual Podcast. This is your CEO, Shakita D. Days with Derek Denzel Days II Corporation. I am the CEO and the Creative Director for Derek Denzel Days II Corporation, aka DDD2C. Have you heard about the Boss Up Visual Conference that's coming to Miami 2022? It's going to be one of the largest networking events to be a part of. Be a part of history, bring your business, bring your ideas, and most of all, bring your passion. Don't forget to register for your tickets at our website under the events tab, or either go to eventbrite.com and get your tickets. Tickets are limited, there's limited space, so don't delay. Go get your tickets, and we'll see you at the Boss Up Visual Conference. Stay bossed up. When I was broke, I had to make it happen. When I was sick, I had to make it happen. When I was tired, I had to make it happen. No excuses, I have to make it happen. Hey, it's your girl Shakita D. Days back with another episode of the Boss Up Visual Podcast Show. And we are here on episode 5, bringing you the continuance of the optical illusions of the world. And I want to come to you guys with a daily checklist that you should follow. Make sure that you are getting your personal development daily, that you are at least exercising 30 minutes a week. Make sure you put in your schedule to make money today, and make sure you eat 3 to 5 times a day. And always stay optimistic about whatever you're doing in your life. When we're talking about optical illusions, we're talking about everything in our life. We're talking about our finances. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about businesships. We're talking about friends. We're talking about corporate world. If you're working in the corporate world, anything that you've been hearing, just unlearn all the things that you've learned and take another direction in your life, because everything that you know, most of the things that you know, are illusions. You have to stop getting caught up in the illusions, because a lot of people hide behind these illusions. They show you these fancy things, and you see all these things that are going on in the world. You see the bright lights, you see the big diamonds, you see all the money, the fancy cars, but you really don't see what it takes in the background for those individuals to get to that point in their lives. So we got to start focusing on the grind. We have to focus on the grind, on the things that we need to do in order for us to get to those illusions of the world that we see, because everything we see is not what it is. So at this moment, I'm going to turn it over to our co-host, Juice Baby, aka Ojaffa the Outspoken.
3, 2. Yeah, I'm back at y'all again. It's your boy Juice Baby and your chance making it do what it do. Make sure y'all go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Hit them links. Go ahead and hit the PayPal, hit the donation button. And I'm back at you again right now, man, and I'm looking at the mirage that we have men who are still stuck in their past as being a drug dealer, a goon, what have you, any of those, we call it underground primary kingship. They kings and they rulers in those areas, right? And instead of creating a value system for the next generation, they keep digging back into their old bags, pushing it into these kids' face. Oh, this what I was, boy. Yeah, I used to sling dope. I used to have 30 keys. And these kids are trees. Some of these kids don't have a way out. They ain't attached to too much of nothing. Parents, some of them, a lot of parents are doing what they're supposed to do. I'm talking to the people who kids, are not in a good environment. And they keep They keep going, back into their life when they was thugs and things of that nation, and bring it back to the. They even making movies about this stuff. Instead of making a change, it's okay. I'm thinking, okay, I went through this in my life. I'm not finna make a movie, right? I'm finna create another vision. You gotta have vision. You gotta create another vision for them to see. Why you want them to keep seeing guns and guns? So you keep promoting the same movies over and over again. Where the new movies at? Where the drug dealer turned to a millionaire because he did this and that? Where the movies at? Where the gangster, he changed his life from being a gangster and he started living in the. We need to start promoting the stuff that we desire to see our kids living. If you want to keep killing and murdering and doing all this here, then keep promoting it. I'm talking to the people who actually was out there in the streets doing these things. Y'all kids, y'all can't keep raising y'all kids up to be looking at. Show them another way. Show them another way, man. That's just something short, man. I just had to tell y'all, man. Show them another way. Give them something else to look forward to. Don't make that something that you gotta hold on to. Something that I gotta keep on because this is the only thing I know. No. You know that ain't right. You know it wasn't right when you was doing it. Then don't make it right for your kids to do it. Give them another avenue. Show them something different. Give them vision. You didn't have a vision because you was looking at television and listening to other people's vision. And you never created a vision for yourself, so you projected everybody else's vision. You can't even see your own dreams. You living in your nightmare, and then you passing it to your children. Give them something to look forward to. Give them a vision. Give them an outlet. You understand what I'm saying? When I'm trying to tell you something. You got to give them motivation. Not motivation on the stuff that you did and was not successful in. Remember the child who you was before you got into all this? When you had a dream, when you wanted to be something and be successful? Because when you was innocent, you wasn't thinking about drug dealing and slinging dope unless your mama and daddy was that. Or your uncles and sisters or brothers was that and you grew up in that environment. But other than that, you seen that on TV. Cops and robbers, people shooting at each other, right? Cowboys and Indians, stuff. See, I wasn't raised on that, youngsters. We was raised in a certain way that the old westerns. You had to look at old westerns. Y'all don't have that. Them classics. Cowboys and Indians. Y'all don't got that in y'all damn time. Y'all got something else. Gangsters. Mobsters. You understand what I'm saying? When I'm trying to tell you something. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you something, man. You gotta put it in your head. You gotta get it in there. You did what you did. Stop promoting that. You know it wasn't right. Give them another avenue. Show them another vision. Your outcome was the graveyard. Your outcome was prison. You watched your sister, your brother, your uncles, granddaddy's dog go down the drain in that situation. And all of them, all walks of life did it. That's what I'm saying. Your mama, she was subjected to it. Your daddy was subjected to it. Brother, sister, uncle, cousin. Every individual in the human family was subjected to these conditions. Why do we have to subject our children to the same conditions we were? Because nobody gave us a vision. We don't need a vision. We have to create the vision. We have to be the vision. You hear, you looking, you analyzing. Be a creator. Create another way. We're not even much being inventors no more. What's the new invention from our children? We're supposed to have an invention program at the school. Each school, each college, right? From kindergarten, middle school, high school. We need an invention course, man. Y'all playing games with these kids, man. Y'all trying to use these kids for sheep. Y'all trying to have a person just fall, and fall right off the cliff. You ain't teach that sheep how to be his own sheep. He always gonna need somebody to take him here and take him there. If he was wild, he wouldn't need none of that. Go his own thing. Survival mode kick in. I don't need none of that. I'm already programmed. Now you get reprogrammed. Theology, mama and daddy, sister and brother, they own mind, thoughts and feelings pushed on you. Whoever came before them did the same thing. Continual cycle. Stop it. Hope you hit me. Hit me. Hear what I'm trying to tell you. I'm giving you back you. Let somebody else be who they are. You understand what I'm saying? One thing about my Uncle Johnny, I always quote him. Let me be somebody today. But I can't tell nobody that. I gotta look in the mirror and tell myself that. Because if I don't plan to be somebody, guess what? Ain't nothing gonna happen. I'll be stuck in that same shell that the world created for me. And every individual on this planet was created in a shell. You gotta break out of it. Can't be like that cartoon when you're walking around with a shell still attached to you. You done bust out the shell, hands, legs, feet, head. You still covered in that shell. Crack that mold, baby. Gotta rebuild yourself. Gotta re-strategize. You understand what I'm saying? We had the Boys and Girls Club. We had the YMCA. We had a lot of things that we had programs that took us away from the streets, per se. After school programs. Even the churches, had open. They didn't always have church inside those buildings. Some of them, they went there and they did other stuff. Practice with plays and work on music and things of that nature. We had that in school, arts and craft and Woodstock. Had stuff to cultivate our minds. Things that when we came out of school, people was actually be able to sell things straight out of middle school. Because they created something in Woodstock that somebody else want to purchase. So we're become consumers instead of creators. And what we do is share what we create with one another. It ain't about consuming what that other person got. Every time that person think of something, we just want to go get it. Like, where your spark at? Where your mind at? You got to be a creator. And we sitting here just following people, just following everybody. Somebody always need a shepherd. Who told y'all that, man? Somebody actually brainwashed you to thinking that you was a sheep and you needed a shepherd. Because you got wolves out here to ride. The wolves ain't got no damn shepherd. So how are they so individualized? Why the wolf can run around in the pack? And he ain't got nobody protecting him. He ain't got no shepherd. But he able to devour you. He able to come amongst you. You know the saying, wolf dressed in sheep clothing. You ain't never heard the other way around. Whenever the sheep done took his stance back. Say, shepherd, you going about your business. We can run this ourselves. Because you running us off cliffs. Shepherds done did that a lot. Look, shepherds done ran into ditches. Look it up. The other thing shepherds done always, they just portray like a shepherd doing good, man. And hey, the shepherd manipulating that herd, man. For whatever reason he want. The fur, whatever, food or milk. That's what that shepherd doing. That shepherd ain't no sheep. So how I'm gonna be a sheep following something that ain't me? The wolf ain't following no shepherd. Hey man, y'all better think about this here, man. Think about it. Think about it. You got the turtle. You got giraffes. You got elephants. I'm talking about things that be in herds. Which human, other than the sheep, then became a shepherd to those animals? Them animals don't play that dumb, man. I guess the sheep is what it is. It's sensitive and see, if you can see, because once I start to learn that every element that's on this planet is you, I learned that, man. You can be like what? You can tap into every element on this planet. You as a human, you can tap into the bird element. You can take it. You can tap into the animal element, right? You can tap into each element on this planet by studying it, right? And you can copy it. You know how some people have modified their body to look like they animals? Look it up, man. You got some people walking around here, the cat lady. She a cat man. I just think she's a lady and them put stuff in her face, make her look like a cat. She walk around like a cat, act like a cat. Ain't nobody around here following nobody instead of y'all dummies. There's a lot of people being their own individual self and they living good and they living real good. They enjoying it. Only people who ain't gonna live and experience something is somebody who follows somebody else's dreams, because it ain't yours. You ain't finna get the intensity of creating. When you ever created something, you know how it feel to create something that you created, or you done cook something, you ain't make no recipe, you ain't follow no recipe, you just made it and it's like, you ate it and you passed somebody else. Don't you know how that feel? But if you made something that's already been made before, you just made it. You made it. Oh, it tastes. Now you got to compare it to the one that was made from the beginning. And if it ain't compared to that overall, it's gonna be childish. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's either gonna be better or it ain't gonna taste this. Or it might taste the same, or it might taste less. There's only three things can happen when you actually creating something. Actually copying something. You can only do it better, exactly, or under. But when you create something, somebody got to match you. You understand that? You are the creator. You did it. You did it. Yeah. You step your game up. Go ahead and start, because right now this is nothing but information. It's a time for information right now. Right now. 2020, 2021, 22. Year 2000, especially when the internet hit, man. Information flowing all around the world. People getting exposed. Boom. Lies. Everything. Truth. Boom, boom. It's all thrown in your face right now. Now you concerned. Everything was the first. It was the beginning. Everybody got their own little programs. Individualized. They programming the whole city, the whole country's getting programmed. You can't watch this. You can't watch that. Everybody shooting what they shooting on their way like links. You understand what I'm saying? All the propaganda getting spewed through all the radio stations in every country, every city, every state, outside, inside. Conditioning. Somebody came up with a solution. Let's put all the information out there and let these people fend for themselves. Some people gonna be running around with chicken with their head cut off. But this one, you're gonna be able to see who belong to who. What tree you come from. What fruit you bear. That's why all this came about. Now you can determine who is who. You're a Muslim, you're a Christian, Catholic, Roman, theology. You're a rapist, you're a murderer, drug dealer. All these titles that was created. It's like a game. So now you can detect who is who, because you putting on the outfit. Yeah. You wearing it. You ain't creating nothing that's like the army did. You ain't camouflage with them up, but don't even know what's coming. I don't know what the hell is that. That's how you gotta be. You gotta have them all confused. You gotta be the illusion, if anything, instead of living through somebody else's illusion, because that's what we're doing. Illuminating, reacting to light, receiving information. Simple. Point blank, right there. Everything else is added, brother and sisters. You understand what I'm saying? When I'm trying to tell you something. You got to rediscover who you are. You, individual, not what somebody told you who you is. Dig deep. That's why they say it's in you. You the reflection, you the mirror. Look at the mirror, look at it. Your eyes is our lenses. They use those same lenses to film stuff. Reflection, light, water, right there in your face. You got tears coming out your eyes completely. Your eyes stay moist. That's ain't nothing but the world right there. Your eyes is the earth. Can you see it? The big marble. Now what you gonna do with it? What you finna discover? What you gonna bring to the table? You understand what I'm trying to tell you something? You already know what time it is. You the power, man. Be safe.